Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Angel who wanted another of Jerid's mobile suits in the colors of his Baund dock. And so this time I've gone with the Gundam Mark II. I forget what camo pattern I wound up using on the face just to give the two-toned head that the Baund dock has, but it came out almost symmetrical and it looks pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with that. Mark II, of course, is still a really strong general with good melee, a great assortment of weapons, and some of the best Vulcans out there. So let's see, that tackle was a little delayed, so I was able to get a decent shot off with that, and yeah, got a little melee damage in, and now it is time for backpedaling underwater against two enemies, which is several flavors of not ideal, but we're going to do it anyway because of what are my options. Basically, my options are to keep retreating while using Vulcans. Again, this is one of the reasons I like weapons you can use while boosting, because not only can you use them aggressively very, very well, you can use them defensively. And there's one kill, and that leaves, I believe, the Hazel 2 coming in on me, which I mistimed two attacks. The first one I was just trying to bait them out, and then the second was just like a half hair too early. And I think, yeah, it's about to kill me. So, in terms of being, fighting two things at once, taking about half the health off of one and killing the other is not a bad outcome, honestly. It's better than I get in a lot of these 2-on-1s, so I'm going to keep it. I think it's primarily the reason I kept this round, honestly, because I was trying for others on Friday night, and I had apparently forgotten I did this one. Memory's just not good lately. So let's see, 3,500 to 500. It will change, but. And also, I feel like I don't know if I'm just twitchier lately or if just I'm having trouble adapting to the new controller, but my aim is a little off, I feel like. I'm going to have to just do some rounds with the early production Gelgoog and, get myself back in reasonable shape here. But, it will come along, especially if I actually, make time to play the game, which is kind of the plan at the moment, to try and get more rounds. Luckily, I do have some more guest videos coming up, so I am, there will definitely be rounds. And let's see, and got that one just barely. Gyaradoga chopped me by accident and apologized, so that's no problem. And even if they didn't apologize, it's if it wasn't on purpose, it's not a problem. So. And, obviously not on purpose. We're fighting people here, and let's see. That I think that's the Gelgoog EH, and yeah, I did not want to return the favor, so I did not move in with my melee like I probably should have. But beams, Vulcans are ready just in time, and you've got less health than I do, so I win the Vulcan duel. But yeah, I have no feet. I don't actually need feet at this particular moment. There are times coming up very soon when I will need feet, but this is not one of them. So, I prefer not having feet when I'm a support, because it's like I can just crouch and get the extra damage and go, okay, I'm a turret now, big deal. But that doesn't always work, and, Mark II is set up to, do its best at not getting hit, honestly. So it's not something that you want to just sit and tank hits from things in if you can help it. But let's see, time to come back. I will probably come back at point B, because that puts me in the middle of my allies, and that is the best place to come back if you can help it. Unless you have a clear shot on somebody, you can get behind. And let's see, the bird lime missed entirely. And yeah, number 1 called for help, so I'm going to provide it. Except now I'm the one getting double teamed, so. And I got, number 1 is a jammer fin, so it kind of knocked me over with its downswing. That said, it did apologize, and it stayed behind to defend me, and that's, like I've said I think I've said before, that's basically my policy when I knock somebody over in the middle of a fight. If it is within my power, I like to stick around and try and soak hits for them until they can get back up. That's I feel like that's the best solution. And, if I think I'm going to die doing it, I very frequently will not, just because, that giving up points is kind of the opposite of the point of doing that thing. So, yeah, it doesn't always work, or I don't always remember to do it, but when I am thinking, that is my typical idea when I knock somebody down. I'm glad I figured out that's what that Gelgug was doing, because I managed to react in time. And now I'm going to go after this Galbaldi. And now I'm going to go tackle this Hazel. I should have swung there. I probably would have gotten 2 of them, but just going to gank that kill with Vulcans. And let's see, there's a couple of low health people, but I'm going to go help, with this a little bit. So, but now it's time, if I'm smart. No, I'm going to try and loop around. I'm not being smart. Yeah, the smart thing to do here would have been to leave the Hazel 2 to the rest of the team and then go after this person here, because they are, of course, there were at least 2 people covering the Hazel 2. So it was not really necessary for me to be there, whereas I could have just walked up and killed that Phileas Stream Galbaldi. But I can't complain too much. We're still up by about 2-1, so I am, clearly, the team collectively is doing something right, and hopefully I am part of that. So that is, that's always the hope, honestly. But, and yeah, again, the Vulcans are really good. They fire super fast, and they do a lot of damage, especially to raids like that Gelgug EH, so I was able to do some solid damage to it while it was on the ground. And that Jagan lost its shield, which is good. It dodged, I think it dodged out of my bird lime, and now I am out of feet again, so I managed to get another kill out of it, though, so even though I'm about to die, and they have managed to make up a lot of ground in this last minute, as you can see. They're within, 3,000 points of us? That's a pretty big jump in, 30 seconds to a minute's worth of play. That said, we're still, the favorites to win, I would say, especially even if numbers 4 and 5 get killed. 1, 4, and 5 now, but yeah, I'm probably going to jump in. No, I'm just going to hold my peace. All right, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. I could have jumped in and tried to defend them, but that put more points up for grabs, so I wasn't sure. But I swept the board, so 3950, 121,000 damage, 6 kills, 3 deaths. I am pretty happy with that, so hope you enjoyed the round, Angel, and that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! So, once again on the subject of things I said I wouldn't buy, I actually found a deal on the wave of 1/18th scale GMG figures, the 4-inch figures, that has Sayla and the other 2 Federation pilots, and comes with enough components to build the cockpit seat from a core fighter. And instead of the $150 to $200 that 3-pack was going for, the figures cost me about $30 each. So, that's still a little steep for figures the size of 1980s G.I. Joes, but even so, I went for it. So I should have those by this coming Wednesday, I think, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that.